This phone has got it all, and honestly, I'm kinda shocked. Yes, at just $299, it's got a camera that shoots videos comparable to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, actual flagship level performance with multi-core score close to the performance of the Galaxy S24 Ultra, insane beyond flagship level battery life thanks to a 6000 mAh cell, the latest Xiaomi HyperOS 2 powered by AI madness just like those $1000 phones. This has got it all for just $299. Welcome POCO X7 Pro. I've been using this phone for about a month. Here is my honest experience. As always, let's begin with unboxing. It's kind of crazy that budget phones continue to give more value than flagships as we get a full experience out of the box. We get a 90-watt fast charger, a protective case, USB-C charging cable, SIM ejector tool, and some paperwork. Of course, the star of the show is the new POCO X7 Pro in this dual tone finish. Right off the bat, the design really does stand out to me because of the unique color choice that is going on. We have a leather pattern on the back, giving it a more of a premium feel. It feels comfortable in the hand thanks to those rounded corners. I also like the fact that the dual camera lenses have this yellow outer color matching the back of the phone, as well as the yellow colored power button. We also surprisingly got an IR blaster on the top of this phone, something we don't even see on most phones on the market. Now the design is looking overall alright, but the thing that's most surprising is what's on the inside. Phones at this price weren't able to pull off the things that this phone can do back in the days. And that is all thanks to the new MediaTek Dimensity 8400 Ultra chip. This is a legit flagship level performance thanks to the incredible optimization and efficiency balance. If you look at the Geekbench 5 score, it's got a pretty decent single core score, but most surprising is the multi-core score, which is almost around the same level as the Galaxy S24 Ultra with its Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip. Again, the price difference between this and something like the S24 Ultra is absolutely insane. In terms of the real-life general performance, it's pretty good, very smooth animations. Thanks to constant 120Hz, it really does feel like a flagship experience. You can also play pretty much most games on high settings with smooth gameplay performance. For example, PUBG, it can run on full max settings at 90 frames per second, which is pretty impressive. You also get Wild Boost Optimization 3.0, which gives you the most complete gaming experience. With Wild Boost 3.0, you can get 20% better connection stability and 30% better signal output area during a gaming session, making sure that you have a lag-free gaming experience. It's also very optimized with the software experience, which is another area that used to lack on budget phones, but this is the real deal. Now speaking of software, it's running the Xiaomi HyperOS 2 based on Android 15. Even some of the flagship phones out there don't have Android 15 yet, but we see this on this phone, which is amazing. Now Xiaomi HyperOS 2 is packed with carefully optimized animations, great customization features, and of course, lots of useful AI tools. First up, you get Gemini AI, which is a ChatGPT level AI assistant, so you can pretty much do anything you want with this, as well as you get access to Gemini Live. Along with this, you get a ton of exciting AI features. For example, AI Summary, which can quickly summarize any long paragraph into key points. You also get AI Translate that can automatically translate and detect the language into any language that you want, which is pretty good. We also have powerful image editing AI features such as AI Image Expansion, which actually works surprisingly well. You can really expand your image with great composition. Along with this, you also have AI Eraser Pro, which can remove any unwanted objects or people from your image instantly. AI Interpreter for the on-the-go translation from different languages, and AI Voice Recorder that can transcribe or translate text from the audio. You really do get all the AI features you need on the daily basis. Again, for the price, this is the kind of deal we usually see at like $500 to $600 range, so you might be questioning, how is this possible? Well, first up, device does have some pre-installed apps, but it's really not an issue at all as uninstalling these apps is just so fast on this phone. It hardly takes 2 minutes to set it up the way you like. What's also really fast is the 90-watt fast charging along with the bonkers 6000 mAh cell. It's still a really slim device despite having that big battery size. Now when it comes to battery life, this this phone goes beyond 1 day even on a heavy usage. It's the kind of battery life that even surpasses the $1,000 flagships. Now, what about the camera performance? Well, we have an interesting setup on the back. The main sensor is a 50 megapixel f1.5 lens, along with an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 20 megapixel front camera. As usual, the main lens does all the heavy lifting, and it is pretty solid with great photos packed with detail and pleasing color science going on. I was particularly impressed by the HDR performance on this phone in certain scenarios, which even surpassed the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Again, the price difference is absolutely insane when you compare to the 16 Pro Max. The other surprising thing for me was when you shoot 4K 60 FPS video on this phone. I've never seen a budget phone take this solid 4K 60 FPS videos before. You get great colors and stable exposure performance, not just in good lighting scenarios, but also in those night scenarios or low light scenarios where you can use the 4K night video mode that shoots at 4K 24 FPS, and it's actually very much comparable to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, this phone also shoots log videos, so you can shoot uncompressed files and then later color correct it to your liking. Now, as for the ultra wide, it's not that high resolution at all, but it still takes decent photos as long as there's good lighting scenario going on. As for the front, we have a 20 megapixel front camera sensor that's also pretty decent with selfies. While there is no dedicated zoom, you can still use the high-res zoom crop to take usable photos up to 6x magnification. Overall, I think this camera setup for the price is pretty decent. I like the fact that they went heavy with the main sensor because that's the one that does pretty much all the good stuff you need. Having played with this camera on 3 different trips, I can safely say we didn't have this camera performance at this price back in the days. So all in all, what's the verdict? At the price of just $299, this phone is pretty much a flagship level product. If you want a solid battery life, great flagship level performance for most usage scenarios, great gaming performance, a trusty main camera sensor with good image processing that won't betray you, then this definitely is a phone to consider in 2025. I'm honestly glad to see the benchmark this phone has set at this price, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.